Hi everyone, welcome to Out and Proud African LGBTI. Thank you for viewing our YouTube channel. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share all our social media platforms. We are here once again for a small session with one of our members, Grace, and Bridget Nakayenga, your host tonight. Grace is a lesbian lady from Uganda, and she's here to share with us how life has been like for her here in the UK and how life was before she came to the UK. No one's gonna stop us. We are here. Hello, our guest tonight. I'd like you to introduce yourself to the people watching us on our social media platforms and tell us a little about yourself.
Thank you for hosting me. My name's Grace Namata Waligo. I was born in Uganda, in Masaka district. So sometimes I'm called Waligo. It's a family name. But my name's, as me, I'm Grace Namata.
So Grace, how do you identify yourself?
Simple already, a bit quiet, lesbian from Uganda.
If we are to look at the past, how was life for you back in Uganda before you came to the UK as a lesbian lady?
It wasn't easy because you have to hide. That's why when you are not open, you can move on. But if you get to know, to be known, that's trouble.
So were you concealing your identity or did you come out openly at some time?
It was very hard to open. So most of the time I took it to myself or to my partner who was close to me, but not to everyone.
Okay. Yeah. So it was practically hard for you to come out and express yourself.
It was very hard. You couldn't.
Can you tell us a bit more of how your life was like back in Uganda, your family, growing up, what you are doing? Were you married before? Did you engage in any other relationships? How life was for you basically since childhood in Uganda?
Childhood, we are in the big family. We are almost 20. But I'm one of the eldest. So I was the third born, but between boys. So my character, because I was between the boys, that was my ways. Even wearing boys' clothes, whatever. So it was taken normal by parents. They never expected anything, even me as a child. But as I grew up, boys were not any different to me. But my parents were worried because most of the time I was with boys. Anyway, at around primary school, I was taken to a single girl school for primary. From there, I was taken to, again, a Catholic secondary school because we are Catholics at the family. We are Catholics. So, in secondary, that's where I felt a bit different, but I took it normal, maybe because I grew with boys, but I was very attracted to girls. But being a single school for girls, it was okay. But you couldn't say anything. But life went on like that. But I came to realize what I am at A level.
Okay.
When I was 18 years. That's when I came to realize what I am.
Did any of your friends find out?
Not really. Because in lower classes, you couldn't express yourself. You couldn't tell anyone because you might go in trouble. They might report you, they might do what. So you have to keep it to yourself. But we keep on friendships as girls to girls. Up to when I came to A level, because they are more grown-ups. So that's when I got my friend, Josephine. So we started from there. We took almost 9 years together.
Wow.
On and off. And around, after about 10 years, the family was concerned because they expect you to get married. But I was avoiding it.
Yeah.
And remember, in our country,
yeah,
they used to arranged marriages. So they were wondering why, whenever they arrange, I say no. I decided to go in a relationship with a man.
okay. So when you went in the relationship with a man, did you get married? Did you have some children? Did it last for some time?
Yeah, I got involved with Vincent and we got a child. I have a boy. But it didn't work because I wasn't someone like that. I didn't feel it. So it ended up in tears.
Okay.
Then I went to Kampala to continue with my own life. That in Kampala, I got involved in pubs, whatever. Even I got a job in a pub. As you know, pubs, most of interactions are many with men, with women. At last, I got someone there. But by that time, again, my family didn't know.
So how were you able to conceal your relationship with Agnes from your friends and other people close to you?
Some people were suspicious, but not really to confirm that it's true. So we went in on freely, but Agnes was known to other people that she was a lesbian. At first they thought we are friends, helping each other, but in the end some came to know.
Wasn't that dangerous for you, being that Uganda is a very homophobic country?
Those who knew were very close. And in 2014, when the gay bill was signed by the President Museveni, that's where we came unsafe and unsecure. So that's when Agnes helped me to arrange for me to come here.
Okay, so is she back in Uganda? Are you still in communication with her? Is she still your partner or you've moved on?
No, she's no longer my partner. I moved on.
Okay, that's great to hear. So how are you finding life here in the UK now?
Life here wasn't easy at first because by the time I came, where I first went, I was enslaved because I couldn't go out free. I wasn't free. The reason being, they told me the expenditure they used for me to come, I have to pay back. And they used to threaten me that you are not secure here because you have nothing, you have no papers, whatever. If you try to go, if you are captured, if you try escape, we report you to the police. You know, as someone coming from a third world, you could believe whatever they are telling you. Up to where I was staying, the old man I was looking after, he died.
Sad.
That was, I think, my
Your point of change.
that's what the chance for me
Yeah.
to go out, to move from there. From there, during his burial, That's where I met some fellow Ugandans where I can communicate, talk to, express my situation. That's where I met one good Samaritan who helped me through. And I ended up in Opal.
Wow. That's great. So you really went through some time before joining Opal. So how was it like after you joined Opal? What was your turning point?
Well, people were welcoming. Yeah. That was the main thing. Because I was behind, I didn't know anything. I didn't know this country. Everything was new to me. But they were free to me. They showed me everything. They showed me love. So I came to interact to people. With time, I came up okay. Yeah.
Wow, that's nice to hear. Quite an interesting story. Grace. So, how is life for you after finding Opal? How has your life changed? Are you now happy to be who you are? Are you able to express yourself and freely move around with other people? So, how has Opal changed your life?
Very, very, very fine, because I came to know that this country is free. Apart from the other people threatening me that you can't do this, you can't do this. But when I joined Opal, I came to know that this country is free. Everyone is free to do whatever, so long as you're not hurting others. So I'm okay. I interact with Opal friends, and in the end, I got someone.
Yeah, that's nice to know.
I'm seeing someone at the moment.
That's great to know. Okay, recently we've been having events like the London Pride. Do you enjoy such events? And what's your experience like in the London Pride and other prides that you've been to?
I've been joining each and every event, most of them with Opal. Going to beaches, Pride, gay pub. Anytime I get time or chance to go with them, I do. So I keep on enjoying. I'm enjoying it much. Especially Pride, you interact with a lot of different people from different areas, which I loved.
So you should be looking forward to the Brighton Pride that is coming up soon.
Sure.
Okay. So it's nice hearing from you and sharing your experience here in the UK versus what life was like back in Uganda before you could come here. Do you have any message for people like you back home in Uganda that are not able to have the chance to come here and enjoy life in a country that is free from persecution of LGBTQI people?
Well, what I can tell from my experience, I advise them to be themselves. You can't deny what you are, but you have to be protective. You have to take care of yourself. You can't just go open in danger. So, and the bad thing now, the bill again came back. It's been signed by the president. So they might take chance. Because he has signed, you can go in trouble. But you have to be careful. But it's not a sin as they take it to be. Because someone is someone. You can't change.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I think they keep to themselves when there's danger. As time goes, maybe they might get even a chance for them like we got one.
With the situation going back home in Uganda, are your family members aware that you're living freely here as a lesbian? You said you have a son. How is he taking it that his mother has come out publicly to declare that she's a lesbian and she's living happily here in the UK. Also, have you got some threats from your family back home about your sexuality? How are they taking it, being that you're from a big family and most of your family members are still back home in Uganda? How are they taking this news that you're a lesbian here in the UK and enjoying and coming out proudly to be one?
Well, at first they didn't know. But when I joined Opal, because we exist, we are open, we are on the websites, that's where they came to see me. So it was very, very, very hard for them. The thing is, at home, they took it on my family. Like my sister. She deserved my threats.
Yeah, it's quite challenging and difficult. It's not easy for people back home, being that Uganda is a homophobic country. So many people believe that it's not right being in a same-sex relationship. However, we've got to learn that we exist and there's nothing we can really do about it. And I just keep praying that your family learns to accept you as who you are. And it's great that your son has finally come to accept that nothing can be changed. So let us keep hoping for the best.
Yeah, slowly by slowly now we can communicate. I can talk to him when he's ready sometimes, but he's getting used to it now.
It's sad that the government, our president, has decided to sign a very inhuman bill, and our legislators are happy about it. However, we continue to fight against such inhumanity, and we continue to remind our viewers in the UK to sign our petition against the government officials in Uganda. The petition is on our website, it's on our social media channels, and can be easily accessed through Google. When you type in petition against Uganda parliamentarians, it will come up to you. Kindly sign the petition if you're in the UK. And if you're out there in other countries in Uganda and all over Africa, continue to like, share, and subscribe to our social media channels. So, kati nga tuzeeko mu Luganda, olwaffe abantu baffe basinga okutegeera, back home in Uganda, wangambye nti ova Masaka. Kyemmanyi nti abantu abasinga e Masaka abayinza okulaba wano n'abanaafuna obubaka buno bajja kuba basinga kutegeera lulimi lwaffe Oluganda. Olina obubaka bwonna bw'owa abantu ewaka nekyoyinza obbagamba okusinziira ku mbeera eriwo kati na biki ebigenda mu maaso mu nsi?
Kyenyinza obbagamba balina mentality egamba nti lesbians ne bagge nti bava eno nti bano western countries bakituteekamu, which is wrong. As they call it ebisiyaga. It's since then it has been there.
Balina erinnya lyakyo.
Yeah, that's how they call it. To understand me, that's what I have to use, but to get my message. But this situation has been there for ages all over the world.
So bazze bakimanyi nti weekiri era kikyaliwo.
Balina okukkiriza nti weekiri. Tebalina bwe basobola kijjawo. Kubanga it's nature, part of nature. Omuntu olina bw'omukyusa. Balina bakkiriza nga bwe bali. Kubanga nabo bantu.
Kituufu.
Ng'abalala.
Ekyo kituufu. Yeah. Bantu ng'abalala era tewali kye tuyinza kikolera. So mu mutima mulungi tusaba gavumenti yaffe ne ababaka baffe aba parliament, ab'eddiini, bannaddiini, n'abantu bonna abatuwuliriza ewaka e Uganda mu buwombeefu obungi nti kino ekintu tetukijja wano wabula tuva nakyo ewaka tukuze nakyo era tuzze tukimanyi si kintu kipya nti twazze twakisanze wano wabula twazze tukirimu ate nga tukyenyumirizaamu so kye muyinza okukola kubeera wamu naffe stand with us and accept us as we are and life will move on. So our dear viewers, we thank you so much for watching us and always joining us for our YouTube. We are Out and Proud African LGBTI. Please continue to like all our social media pages, subscribe to our YouTube channels, and share our content on all our social media platforms. We love you.